The last that fans heard of the Beastars franchise was in July 2021, when the makers renewed the third season. Well, the anime's in the news once again. In the most surprising announcement, the makers of the anime dropped the logo of the third season. And to the surprise of the fans, the season was called to be the final season. So, is Beastars Season 3 the last of the franchise? When will the anime return? Here is everything to know about the latest updates. The Beastars anime franchise is based on the anthropomorphic manga by Paru Itagaki. Well, the 22-volume manga began serialization in Shonen Champion Comics in September 2016. The first anime episode came out in October 2019. Studio Orange is the animation company behind the project. Moreover, Netflix is backing the project as the streamer. So now the world is looking forward to the third season with high hopes. The fans of the popular animal-based anthropomorphic anime series are rejoiced to hear about the news of the renewal of the series post the second season. In the recent update, the animation company behind the project posted about their plans for the third season. On December 8, 2021, the official Twitter handle of Studio Orange posted the new logo of the next installment. The logo read, Beastars, the final season. Thus, it was apparent that Beastars Season 3 has been renewed. The season was already renewed in July 2021 with no new logo or visual releases. The announcement of the season is coming 9 months after the second season came to a halt. Moreover, the sequel ran from January 2021 to March 2021. At the time of writing, there has not been any significant update on the production of the third season. However, there are many factors that hint towards early production. The third season has been titled The Final Season, suggesting that the makers had plans to end the series with the third season. This suggests that the makers already had a contract of 3 seasons with Studio Orange. This is the reason why the second season landed within a year despite the pandemic restrictions. Moreover, the third season is also renewed within a timeline of 9 months. This implies that Beastars Season 3 might also be under the production umbrella. We will update this section once more news is announced in the public domain. As in most pilot seasons, the first season of Beastars delved into the setting of the world and the characters in the series. The concept explains that the Beastars Award is a sought-after prize in a world filled with beasts. The world is set in an anthropomorphic society where beasts are encouraged to work for the welfare of the herbivore species. So, the story begins with the murder of an alpaca inside a school. The first suspect is the beast named Luis. When he denied all allegations, the school authorities announced that anyone who found the real suspect would be awarded the Beastar Award. In the second season, Luis' troubles continue for being a beast. Towards the end of the season, everything came to a standstill. Both Riz and Legoshi for being active members of the raids. After getting a release, Legoshi confessed that he was going to leave school. Haru did not approve of this decision. Haru felt that he was abandoning her and being selfish. The season closed with an uncalled farewell between the two. Also read Netflix Best Anime Series to Watch Right Now. Beastars Season 3 is going to pick up from the same point where the second season left. After the final fight between Legoshi and Riz, the former had to get inside the cells of the jail. As he was released, he decided that he was not going to come back to school. On the other hand, after losing his leg, Luis visited the hospital. There, he finds his ailing father, who ensures that his son gets a prosthetic leg. So, the third season will now look at all the Beast candidates who have been awarded the Beastars Prize. This list will include Liano, who is the mother of Legoshi. Moreover, his grandfather was also a renowned Beastar of his time. The twist in the third season is in regards to Gosha, the grandfather. This is because this animal is a Komodo dragon. The story will take an interesting turn when new Beastars enter the scene. Moreover, Beastars Season 3 will also touch upon the storyline of Lewis. As he returns to the school after the entire murder incident, it will be interesting to see how the class reacts to his stance on the entire incident. At the time of writing, there's been no update on the cast list of the final season. However, it is less likely that the cast members from the first 2 seasons would leave the project midway. So the team of Beastars included Jonas Scott in the lead role as Legoshi. Along with him, Griffin Puatu is playing the role of Lewis. Lara Jill Miller and Kaiji Tang are cast for the role of Haru and Bill. Moreover, Ben Diskin is playing Jack, and Danon Mills is playing Kai. Other cast members include Erica Harlacher as Else and Keith Silverstein as Gohin. Besides these, new characters will also join the list. Their names will be updated accordingly. The entire Beastars manga has a total of 196 chapters compiled in 22 volumes. The first 2 seasons halted the story at the 99th chapter of the manga. This means that story still has at least 100 chapters to adapt. This is where the trouble begins for Netflix and Studio Orange. The readers of the manga are aware the story still has a wide range of possible arcs. Thus, the 3rd season would have to be divided into 2 parts for the studio to adapt the entire series. Otherwise, the final season would become a cut-short series with an uncalled ending. The build-up towards the conclusion of the series requires a sincere adaptation from the final arcs of the manga. To answer the titular question, the Beastars Season 3 has more than enough source material to see an adaptation. In fact, a 12-episode cap is not enough to completely adapt the remaining 97 chapters. At the time of writing, there has been no trailer release of the 3rd season. In fact, the official announcement did not even give away any visual for Beastars Season 3. The announcement only included a logo release, which was not in variance with the other logos. This might imply that the animation wing has not joined the production work. Or fans can also believe that the makers are trying to retain as much hype as they can until the trailer is out. The mere title of the anime has made it clear that it is going to be the final outing in the anime wing. Moreover, the 3rd season will end up using the last of the remaining story of Beastars manga. This means that there is no hope for a new adaptation to come in the near future. However, series are always up for spin-offs and reboots when the receptions explode on the ranking charts. Thus, all the factors currently depend upon the ranking of the 3rd season on Netflix. If the overall feedback on the franchise turns out to be positive, then there might be a chance that Netflix will decide to renew the series. But for that to happen, there needs to be sideways source material. Well, thankfully, there is a spin-off story that is currently running in the weekly Shonen Champion magazine. Also check out 13 Best Anime on Netflix to binge this summer. The Anime Daily, the Beastars sequel manga, came out in January 2021. Set in the same world as the original, the sequel tells the story of a different set of characters and conflicts. On top of this, the prequel story of the Beastars called The Origin of Beastars is also out in the public domain. Thus, the source is not a problem in the renewal of the franchise after Beastars Season 3. The decision lies in the hands of Netflix and its executive departments. For the time being, there has been no official confirmation from the side of the makers that gives away the release date of the 3rd season. However, the timeline of a Beastars release is pretty easy to break down. The first season began airing in October 2019. Both the seasons took around a year of time after the announcement. Since the 3rd season was announced in July 2021, it is most likely that Beastars Season 3 might release in the fall 2022 slate. We will be sure to update this section as soon as more news is out in the public domain. Thus, stay tuned with the Anime Daily to get more updates on the same.